Alright, looks like we're going. Shit, if I could find a good place for that.
Oh.
Okay.
No, that'll work.
Welcome to episode 13 of the Lying in Bed cast.
I just woke up.
Yeah, Kiki woke up because
a little menace.
Titan used his Pokemon move on her.
Fucking bonk, right off my head.
Yeah, he jumped from like 3-5 feet, landed on frickin' Kiki's head, and I think it's funny, like, one of the better ways to tell a cat, like, don't do that, is to speak their language. So you use a hiss of, like, varying intensities to let them know, I didn't like that. Which,
out of dead sleep.
From my perspective, it's like, this is not a natural way for a human to communicate.
Yeah.
If somebody jumps on your head, you go, what the frickin' hell? Or you go, boop, and then you turn into numbers. But you actually woke up and were like, oh, this cat.
I wanted to speak his language.
I know.
It was like cussing in Spanish.
Yeah,
like,
I know. That's a really good way to put it too, because it's like, if I heard you curse in Spanish, I'd just be like, are you okay? You feeling all right? Are you like super pissed, or are you like
pendejo? Like, oh.
You said it wrong. It's pendejo.
Oh my gosh. I love you.
I love you, pal. It's been a sort of a tense couple of days. This is our first doing anything with the channel since we lost our queen, our snorting queen, Zippo.
The little Roomba.
May she rest in peace for all times.
She's not here to interrupt anything anymore.
Yeah, it's this is gonna be really freaking sad. But I've been having like a weird adjustment period, because like anybody who follows the channel knows that I'm kind of messed up, and I battle against the forces.
The dark side.
I battle against the dark side of the force. Excuse me, I shit my pants. I've been saying that a lot lately as Obi-Wan. I haven't said it out loud, but I've been doing Obi-Wan in my head, and he's like, excuse me, I just shit my pants.
The old Obi-Wan who hated being in those fucking movies.
Yeah. Anyway, to finish that thought, I've been like turning around to call her, and then like remembering, oh right, she's gone, and like every time there's like a pile of blankets on like a couch or on our bed, when I go to sit on it, I'm like, oh right,
yeah,
it's empty.
Yeah, I keep making a mess while I'm eating and go to brush it onto the floor, and then I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, there's no more random encounters. But
nobody to wake me up at fucking 4 a.m. because they need water.
Nobody to try and claw our insides out because she's having a dream she's being chased by something.
Yeah.
But as the world turns, so do we.
I was spinning yesterday.
Oh, weren't you?
Oh, God.
Life moves on. We've had her cremated, and today we'll be picking up her ashes. And so, as a form of closure, I guess, we wanted to kind of come together and just like talk about her for a minute, in like a public capacity. Although this will come out weeks after the fact.
Oh yeah. And I've been making some posts on Instagram. And thank you, Snoo, for all your chat hugs. Thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are listening to the podcast at this point, but I appreciate everyone that's reached out.
Apparently a few.
Yeah?
Yeah, like not consistently, but a lot more people click on the podcast than the episodes.
Aww.
So, hey.
Easy listening.
If you got this far in and you like dogs,
thanks.
Send me like 3 seconds of your pity, and I'll look at it.
We'll compile all the nice. No,
there's not going to be enough. Zippo did not appear on the channel enough for anybody but Snoo and maybe Meme John to recognize.
Yeah. I don't know if we ever even put pictures of her.
No, I actually didn't. There's one of her standing next to Cerberus, and it looks just like a first stage evolution standing next to its final stage. It's like 10 times her size with the exact same pattern.
Oh my god, that shit was so fun. Like when that dog came into the house, I don't think the cats put together that was like a different dog. I genuinely believe they thought it was like a mega evolution.
One of my favorite moments, because like they never really seemed to get it, but Titan loved to play with her, was he was chasing her and she kind of like, with her broken arm, trotted into our room, upon which immediately after, Cerberus bolted out. And it was so funny watching Titan like, oh shit!
Big ass fucking pit bull. Oh my god.
May he sniff and eat a bunch of meat.
Oh yeah, he deserves all the protein.
He's a good
Big
boy.
buff boy.
He's not in our lives anymore, but he's a good boy.
He was always sniffing Zippo's crotch, and she was like, "Get off me!"
Well, she was
so old.
She was technically fertile.
Technically, I guess.
And he still had his balls.
Yeah, that dog was fucking...
I don't know if you want to really neuter a pit bull, though. Because you need them to have that ferocity.
Yeah.
It's a guard dog.
He's a good boy.
Like, there's like stories upon stories of people breaking into someone's house, and then they encounter a pit bull, and they leave without a limb. And it's just like, no.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You gambled, you lost. There's that pit bull, you just watch you walk into that little girl's room, he said, I ain't playing that shit.
You gotta love him. You gotta love him.
I like how even still in the modern day, we've got these crazy ass weapons.
But we want dog.
Well, I mean, not even want, it's just effective. It's just, this is a creature that has existed for a long time. The weapon is loyalty.
Yeah. I can cuddle this one. Fucking dogs are so cool, man. You just think about, like, you invite this little creature into your house, and it doesn't necessarily fucking do anything, but you're like, yeah, that's my fucking pal.
Yeah, it was frickin' forever ago. Like, I still had a like a paying job, like a wage job, rather.
Yeah. A job under the man.
Yeah, I was still working for the man. But, I made a joke about, like, how Zippo's a money hole, because I just buy her food, and then she creates problems.
Yeah. Shitting everywhere.
Like, I was like, I get nothing out of you. I get nothing. And then I grabbed her and I snuggled her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
I don't know. People. So something I've had to come to terms with is, like, we've been joking about her dying, like, since we got her.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was already old. But, like, it really ramped up in the last 3 years, like, at your mom's place. Fucking, like, the days leading up to her death, everybody in the house at least made one fucking comment where they just looked at her and they were like, you're fucking next. Like, and then when it happened, we were all like, God damn it.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked about it at all. Have we told anybody what happened yet?
Not publicly, no.
Do you want to?
Yeah, it's okay.
Like,
honestly, traumatic, like, I know you hate these, but, like, absolutely a trigger warning. It was violent.
Oh, yeah, she did not have a peaceful exit.
Yeah.
Here's a bit of a lesson as to, like, how your life can change in a frickin' second.
Oh my god, I know.
So don't forget that.
Yeah. So, but if you are uncomfortable with pet injury, like,
I'll keep it short. Maybe hit like L twice.
Yeah.
So we were just grilling. She was sleeping on an ottoman, and then randomly this frickin' cardboard box with like 100 pounds worth of mattress in it just frickin' falls.
Yeah.
And just mangles her ass.
Yeah. Poor thing. I was sitting on the couch, and next thing I know, she's on the floor twitching like a shrimp, and I was like, what the fuck?
So apparently what happened was it frickin' knocked her dome, broke her neck, her jaw, her nose. She had trouble breathing as it was, but now her frickin' breathing areas were full of blood, so she was inhaling a bunch of blood.
Yeah, when I saw the blood, I couldn't stop screaming.
We ended up snagging her up, and cool roommate's cool girlfriend frickin' just was like, all right, let's try. And we took her all the way to the frickin' doctor, got her all frickin' set up. They were just like, I don't give a shit how much it costs to make her well again.
Yeah. God damn it.
Even though that wasn't exactly the sentiment, because this isn't an economy in which we could just throw $1,000 at a dog.
Well, I mean, we knew, like, you and me, we were like, we know that this is it, but they really wanted to try. God bless.
And they paid for her cremation.
Yeah.
And after which, here's where all the nice stuff starts.
Yeah.
You set up that really freaking killer picture of Zippo that my sister did.
Oh yeah, I brought this painting to the vet when we had to say goodbye.
And she puppy signed it.
She signed it, bro.
The little Zippo paw.
She really reached out her little paw. I was like, okay, give me the paw. And she went, with the other one. And I was like, oh, that one? Okay, thank you, ma'am. Like, little mantis arms.
But we all prayed to it.
Yeah, we did. You got everyone at different intervals in the night because I got drunk. And
I led everybody through different Catholic prayer to the Virgin Zippo.
Yeah.
Because that
a Buddhist prayer.
No, it was just a bunch of Catholic prayers and then one Buddhist prayer. Because it was like, she was like, I'm not into it. I was like, okay. I'm into what you got. But I thought it was really funny. It's just like that picture's got mad Virgin Mary energy.
It does. Jesse said he dabs her up on his way out.
I give her a little salute.
I try to snort on my way out.
Well, she affected us all. She was a good puppy.
She did. I mean, she was only in this house for like, a month/2. And it's funny because roommate/landlord/friend was like, yeah, we knew her for like 6 months. And I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, we've literally only been coming to this house for like 2 months. But she just leaves such a big impact.
This is gonna be kind of a weird thing, but it's my weird porn theory. Does not the spirit call for context? She was such a character, so unique that she immediately became loved by everybody.
Yeah.
She, like, God
she
bless.
Made you go, why?
Yes. Like, God bless. No disrespect to anybody or anybody's puppies here, but the dogs that are here are just normal ass dogs. Yeah. Zippo was a freaking weirdo.
Yeah, like the traits I see in the dogs that are like their dogs, they have 2. I've seen in other dogs that I already had.
They're just like normal types.
Yeah, and it makes me happy, but I'm like, okay, that's just like a comfort pup. Zippo was like a fucking weirdo. She was 100% your fucking dog.
Like she smelled everything just like me. She freaking
looked weird.
She looked weird. She was like broken in a lot of ways, but still somehow kicking.
So funny.
Like energetic in bursts.
Eats everything.
She ate freaking everything. That's my girl.
Farted.
She farted a lot. I just seem to attract creatures that just expel gases.
I wish I had one in the chamber right now to punctuate that sentence.
And like, she also was just like her own creature in that she would like, because like dogs like to cuddle up, right? But Zippo liked to appreciate everybody's warmth. Yeah. Like she's like, I feel like 98 degrees today. And so she'd go like cuddle with somebody all frickin' day, or at least for a little while. And then she'd come back to me when it was just like a little cold, because I'm definitely the warmest body in this frickin' house.
And the world to her.
And she, like, when it was time for bed, she'd come into the room.
Always in between us. Always under the blanket.
If anybody left the room, she would go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Looking for food.
Yeah.
She would sit and wait outside the bathroom for me.
Aww.
Like Titan does to you.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
She did it at least twice.
And she was smart.
She was smart for how dumb she was.
She was fucking dumb, but she was smart.
Like, God forbid you freaking need a blanket she's lying on. Because she'll just freaking... Like,
she'll tumble.
She'll... Like,
Like a fucking washing machine.
So many times I just try and grab a blanket to climb under it, and she would just freaking roll freaking out, like...
So fucking funny.
And it was just like... There's gotta be a point where you watch a creature the size of a freaking cruise ship coming at you, and you think, oh, I should move.
No. It's also when you're in a big moving fucking spaceship, you know, maybe you shouldn't stand randomly. Maybe you should like lay down on the seat. No, every time I would stop the car, she'd into the fucking dashboard.
Yeah, she would freaking tumble a lot. And I'd always pick her.
So hardy.
I'd just pick her up, dust her off, and just, yeah, you're alright.
She's fine. She's good.
she loved errands.
Oh my god, she loved errands. I never like said, oh, you're coming with me. She would invite herself.
Yeah, you'd open the door and she'd be like, yes, where are we going today?
Alright, you're in the car now. And we'd go out and we'd go get McDonald's or something.
Yeah, she'd get her treats. And people would love her. Just at a glance, you could tell she was something special.
One of my favorite memories, aside from my work friend like giving her bacon and that dog losing their fucking mind, because it was like wrapped specifically for her. We went to Target and you were like, I don't want to bring her in, and I was like, no, shut up, because it was nighttime. I was like, nobody's gonna fight me over this dog. She's so cute. So I put her in her little chest strap thing. It was like a little baby bassinet to hold her to my chest, and the Starbucks was closing.
There's a Starbucks in this
Target, yeah. You guys know how Target works. So the lady is clearly cleaning to be done for the fucking night, and she gives me that customer service face of get the fuck out of here. I felt it. I know it. I've done it. And then I held up Zippo.
This shivering clump of meat
with her tongue out and her eyes in two different directions.
Milky ass eyes.
The ears went. And that chick's face softened, and I was like, can we get a pup cup? And she fucking broke into the most genuine smile. And she's like,
gave her the fattest cup.
Big fucking cup.
And my favorite part was, as Zippo was working on that frickin' pup, whoop, phone fell down. As Zippo was working on that pup cup, her tongue got tired. So
it was like it slowed down.
So she slowed down her flap. She slowed that down, and she would like try and take a break, but then she's just like, oh,
but it's so good.
But I'm not presently eating whipped cream.
Yeah, and so she stuck her entire
so she stuck her whole freaking snout in there and started snapping at it,
trying to bite it. I don't even remember what the fuck we went to Target for, but
I think it was just for I wanted ice cream really bad.
Yeah, well, I'm glad she got a pumpkin.
I ended up dropping it, like she was done. She was done.
Yeah.
But I also dropped it, so I was like, ah, shit.
She wanted it though. She's like, where are you taking it? Oh man.
There was the other time we got a ham bone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Check this out. You know the cartoon ham? It was that.
Yeah, it was. I found it at Target on sale. Thanks, Target.
So we ate it.
This episode's sponsored by Target.
You wish. So we ate the ham, and all that was left was like the bone with a little spiral cut in it. Mm-hmm. And so
I guess like whatever we couldn't cut off of that fucking thing.
Yeah, I couldn't get all the meat off, and I was just like, I'm not gonna boil this. This is dog food.
Yeah.
So we just gave it to her, and that was just her food for like 2 days.
Guys, it was the same fucking size as her.
And she
turned back to look at me.
Like, is it all for me? And I was just like, whatever you can pick off with the remains of your teeth, you can have.
And somehow, she like bit through that motherfucker.
Hey, well, there's a will.
There's a fucking way, dude.
And so she worked on it for like 2 days and drop it in the fridge to keep it cool, pull it out when it was time to feed her, and she would just frickin' munch on it for like 2 days. She worked on it, and then we had to throw it out because, it wouldn't hold up too well.
It was starting to get stinky.
But,
she fucking loved it.
Yeah. I don't know how she did it.
So determined. Yeah. She never gave up.
No.
She
fought to the frickin' end.
Dude, she did. Like the amount of damage that she was experiencing. I was like,
oh yeah, that was some serious damage.
How the hell are you not just fucking out? But she waited for all of us.
She was a good girl.
She really was.
God rest you, Zippo. Wherever you might be curled up or just flailing about upside down, because you like to do that in your sleep.
Say hi to everyone's puppies on the other side.
And they'll all be like, you're the interesting one.
Yeah. Like, weirdo.
She's not going to rule anything. They're just going to be like, that's Zippo.
That's that weirdo.
She's all right.
She's always under us.
You know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like all the dogs are going to be hanging out. They're going to greet another dog, and then that dog's going to start bullying Zippo or something. They'll be like, hey, that's the homie.
Yeah. Like the little weird kid that you don't fuck with. That is our dog.
But onto happier news.
Yeah.
We've said our farewells.
We have.
And now we can go to the board.
Oh.
For the remainder of the cast.
Okay. That'll keep me from rambling.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pick something at random. No, I'm not, because I'm going to forget. I don't have an eraser. So here's one I tried to talk to you about when you were high in the pool that one time. You just looked at me and went, like, I asked you like 4 or 5 times and I got the exact same response. So whatever it was, whatever conversation you were having with yourself in your head was freaking hilarious, and I did not get a piece of it.
Oops.
But the curse word hierarchy.
I don't remember you saying that at all.
Well, you don't have to.
It's okay.
I'm saying it now.
Okay. I'm just like, damn, how high was I that one time?
What is the curse word hierarchy? Like, what? We definitely know what's at the top, but what's the bottom?
At the bottom?
What is the least offensive curse word?
Ho? No, shit.
No.
Ass?
I would think it either has to be hell or damn because they show up in the Bible.
Oh, yeah, I forgot those count. See, I would get in trouble in elementary school for those ones.
I get in trouble for doing a lot of things in elementary school.
Yeah. I just pictured you with, like, a fucking axe.
With an axe?
Yeah. I'm watching horror movies lately.
What the hell damn is this? I'm just a little kid.
Hell damn.
I don't know what you were going for.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Somebody draw that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Baby me.
Yeah. It's just you and the helmet's the same size.
So up at the top, excuse me. Up at the top we've got
fuck. And
always
cunt.
always the king. I would just cunt, I say cunt. It's because like that's an insult. That's not a curse word.
Cunt makes me laugh, but fuck.
Yeah, that's a curse word.
Yeah, fuck's right up. Fuck is what gets the rated R.
Yeah, like you can't say it in a PG-13.
Yeah, you get 1, maybe.
Maybe. So definitely number 1, always the king. Directly underneath that.
I keep wanting to just say fuck over and over. Bitch is lower than second
I would
tier.
say shit. Because while shit is common, it's something that you just wouldn't freaking say in like a formal setting.
I'm picturing the pyramid, and then in like imagination font is the N-word on the outside.
Well, that's like the Voldemort.
Yeah.
Like there's still evil in this world.
But that's the curse word hierarchy. That's a slur.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Anyway, shit.
Shit?
Yeah.
What about ass? Asshole? No,
Well, ass also shows up in the
ass
Bible.
And bitch. Because you can say ass and bitch on Channel 5.
Now, I would say
Since Supernatural.
I would say it goes, the king.
Fuck.
Shit. Then bitch.
Bitch.
Because bitch is still a little charged, and you can piss off a lot of chicks by just calling somebody a bitch.
Yeah.
And then we've got like the Holy Trinity of ass, damn, and hell. These ones are hard to place.
Yeah, because like even posh people would be like, "Oh, that's such an ass." Ass.
I would say ass. Ass goes under bitch.
Okay.
Especially because bitch and ass tend to go together a lot.
Bitch ass.
And then with this damn and hell, and I don't know which one belongs at the bottom.
I'm trying to think, like, which I would be more shocked at, like, a kid saying, what the hell?
Yeah, hell. I think hell. And damn is at the bottom because damn is old.
Yeah. Ah, damn. Yeah, damn's very, like, not charged at all.
Like, there's this really funny video. I used to watch America's Funniest Home Videos when I was younger, when I was a kid. And there's this really funny video. This kid gets a little golf set. He's a freaking baby. And he gets his golf set, and his mama's like, why don't you play golf like daddy? And he swings the club at nothing, and then throws it and goes, damn it.
Oh, yeah, that was cute.
And if he was like, what the hell? I think it would have been less funny.
Yeah.
So hearing him say damn was just like, that was tame.
That's a cute little word.
All right, so we did it.
Yay, the hierarchy of curse words.
The curse word hierarchy. That's the name of this episode is called The Curse Word Hierarchy and Farewell to Zippo.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, now here's one for you to tell. You really wanted this one on the board. Kiki ate a rock.
Oh, god damn it, yeah. Okay. So I can't cook. I can make beans though. I'll fuck up some beans.
Oh yeah.
So this
I can't make beans, but you can.
So I was under the impression that when you buy beans in a bag, you don't need to do the thing where you lay them all on the table.
Okay,
and
hold on. Let me lay the groundwork.
Okay.
Okay, so as somebody who's been eating beans your whole life, you used to get a freaking bag of rice for $1.
Yeah.
And beans for like $5. So when we didn't have food or money, we would be eating rice and beans.
It's so good.
My mother and father would stay up freaking late sifting through the beans for rocks, and you pull the rocks out because like beans grow in the ground, and you know they're harvested by machines and stuff, so you can't get them all. You can't get all of the rocks.
Yeah.
So there's the final hand sifting process before you throw the beans in the pot to cook them. Kiki didn't know that there were rocks in the beans, or at least
I thought it was only when you buy beans by the pound, like from a barrel.
So like I was trying to rationalize it, but I was like in hysterics, just freaking chimp screeching. I was like, well, okay, what is it about the freaking packaging process that removes the rocks? By what property of magic?
I don't know. They're more expensive, not just because of the plastic, but because they made sure there were no rocks in it.
You think it's just a bunch of Mexicans on a freaking conveyor belt pulling rocks out of freaking beans?
No, I think there was a bunch of fucking monkeys doing it. God damn it. So anyway, we were eating breakfast, a lovely breakfast that you created with crispy, crunchy potatoes.
And your lovely beans.
And it's funny because there's just times when I look down at my food. I looked down and I was like, that's a weird looking fucking potato. I picked it up and looked at it. And I put it in my mouth.
She took note of all of the various sparkling minerals and the beautiful crystals, and then bit it.
I was like, ah.
You were like, that's not food.
I put it down. I said, oh no.
You had a fool.
Everyone in the fucking house. You didn't wash them? Of course I fucking washed them, but the fucking rock didn't fit through the strainer, asshole.
It's so freaking funny to me that you were just like, no, this has to be exempt. This has to be exempt because it has to.
I've been making beans the same way for like 2 years now.
I didn't freaking know that.
Yeah, so we've been eating rocks.
Oh my god.
Fucking stupid.
You're freaking nuts.
Anyway, yeah. I was like, no, beans are more work than I thought. Boo!
I'll sift through them, just put a container for me to put them into.
Thanks.
Oh, this mattress is magical, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was not tired. I was just like, oh, I'm in the final act of Borderlands 2. And then you like, let's talk, let's cast. And I was like, okay. I lie in this bed and start getting tired immediately.
Thanks to the roommate that moved out and said, I don't need that. Said, oh, cool, because we do.
Oh, okay, college student. Moving on to the next point on the board. My Pixar porn conspiracy.
What the fuck?
So at this point, I just use Pixar because they've only got limited space on the board. But at this point, I'm not even. This is not a conspiracy. This is. I'm confident enough to say this is fact. People would make memes back in the day, or just like last year, that were just like like CG effects in multi-million-dollar movies, and they're like kind of whack. And then it's just like porn animations made by some freaking guy, and I was like, you don't think those are the same people?
Oh yeah, you don't think, I was gonna say Joe Rogan, whoever the fuck is working at like animation companies, you don't think on the weekends
They're making a little extra cash? Perhaps even with those same models.
Yeah.
Just legally distinct, change a couple of vertexes here and there.
Yep, that's all it takes. Easy money.
Because like there's a video that's been in my YouTube's just been recommending me for a good while on YouTube. YouTube's been recommending me a video for a good while of the animation director for Beware the Batman. He made a farewell animation of Magpie lip syncing "Call Me Maybe."
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
And I watch it every time because I'm just like, I freaking love this.
It's adorable.
But like as I keep watching it, I notice details, and I'm like, that freaking thing starts with her jigglies jiggling. I'm like, yep, okay. This animation, aside from like the pun of bouncy woman, is really bouncy.
Yeah.
There's no freaking way this guy's just sitting on his hands when he's got the power to make so much extra money.
Oh my god, I know. Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be that they're drawing these characters, but like, this guy fucks. Like,
yeah, like it's not necessarily that like people who worked on. Why was I gonna go to Turning Red? How about we don't go to Turning Red?
Nope, they're all children.
Like people who worked on Big Hero 6. Oh, they're freaking teenagers.
Frozen? They're of age.
Are they?
I think so. She got coronated.
But they're of age for their time.
No, Elsa got coronated. She's like at least an adult.
She's at least like 14.
No, she was an adult.
It was another time.
The Good Dinosaur.
People who worked on The Good Dinosaur aren't just gonna sit on their amazing skills. Yeah, they're definitely of age. But like, you know
They're
what I mean?
dead.
Like you know how to create these scenes.
Yeah.
And what might be like, you spend 3 freaking months just correcting this character's walk cycle in this one scene for a movie.
You could just blow off some steam by having it bend over.
No. You don't have to do that if it's just a short scene. Like, that little Call Me Maybe animation was just like, he didn't need to like correct this. He was just like, yeah, okay, just apply the basic principles, throw it together, and it was like 30 seconds of video. And it's like, okay, yeah. Now you just do that for porn. And then there are those people who just don't do porn, and they just make really freaking great animations. I freaking swore there was this dude on YouTube who makes Pokemon animations, and I was just like, that Nimona freaking model is not a RIP. He made that from freaking scratch, and she got a body on her, and she's jiggling all over the place. No, he just the animations.
Okay.
The secondary motion was just for him.
Okay.
I've been saying to, because like I can't yell at Zippo anymore, or yell, but I can't like goof off at Zippo anymore. So I'll just look to my microphone and be like, "I see you've met my plug."
Well, it was funny messing with her.
I know, well, yeah, but like I'm quoting one of his animations a lot.
Man. Yeah, no, I subscribe to your theory.
Yes, we grow stronger by the day. Our goal,
just make everyone acknowledge it.
And then a bunch of people get purged from the industry.
Yeah, I mean, Sega had money in porn, didn't they?
No, that was a big. Like, it was even on Game Grumps. Aaron said it. He's like, I heard Sega officially licensed Sonic porn, but no. I mean, that definitely would have made them a lot of money, but it probably would have gotten them into some hot water too.
Oh yeah. Nah, Disney knows.
Disney knows. Oh, I had a thought about whatever it was. It's gone.
Oh.
Next point.
Yeah.
Okay. How does time travel work?
It doesn't.
Well, no, I don't mean like in the literal, right? I mean like how, because nobody agrees with me on how I think time travel should work.
Oh yeah, we had this discussion.
On the show?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm capable of having it right now.
You know, okay, well, should I just talk about how I think time travel should work?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here's how I think time travel should work. I am sitting at a table, and I sip tea out of my porcelain cup.
Through a straw.
Through a straw. But I still lift it with my pinky. Just, and you go back in time and you move the chair and you remove my straw. I will still sit on air, grab my cup, and sip through the straw that is no longer there, but I will still get the liquid.
You'll still go through the animation?
Yes. Up until the point where you reverse time, at which point I would, physics would catch up with me. Because what has happened is already predetermined. I sat in the chair, and I sipped tea through a straw. That has already happened. You can go back as a spectator. So it would be like if you went back to World War II and you took everybody's guns away and you just threw them in a frickin' hole, people would still be shooting and dying, but it would just be silent. Because the bullets were in that place at that point of time. That space was occupied.
So you're just...
You can only go back in time as a spectator. The only influence you have is how funny it looks when you're watching it.
This feels like a different theory from what you said previously. Or maybe it's just less offensive to me now.
I think it's that one. Because, the last time we talked about time travel, we were watching, I think, Endgame Part 2? And...
Yeah. We tried to show it to you, finally, because you didn't go to the theater with me, and you were like, man, this is stupid. Yeah,
I just got really frustrated, because it's just no, why would it be like working on it? Well, maybe it's just my time video editing, but I feel like time travel would be like working on a timeline. Where you would cut a section out, move it to a previous part of the timeline, and then now events are taking place out of order with no continuity with what was happening before or after it. But then once you hit that cut, it would be like, hey buddy, we can't eat freaking pizza anymore. You doing? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. But I don't think time travel would work that way.
I think it would. I see absolutely no reason why we should be able to influence... not to say that time is linear, or at least that there would be if we were to time travel, there would be a universe in which, things play out as I explained.
So... I think maybe I do agree with you in a sense that, you can't influence anything. Whatever's happening on that timeline already happened, right? But I do believe that whatever you do manifests and creates a new universe.
Yes.
So you're creating branches when you fucking time travel.
But if you were to follow that initial one, then it would just be kind of screwed up and just a little bit weird, because now there's a chair about 3 inches to the left and I fall on the ground on my bum.
Yeah.
Drop my beautiful porcelain teacup. Thanks for shattering my fine china, by the way.
You're welcome. I'll do it again. But yeah, and at a certain point it would branch off too much and it'd be like, okay, we don't need this.
Plus I think that would be really interesting in a story, where it would just be kind of like the guy from Wakfu.
I don't...
Okay, I get to tell this story again.
Okay.
So, spoilers for Wakfu. The entire freaking time, the main villain of Wakfu is, killing people and absorbing their souls and stuff. You'd walk through a village and it's just freaking, mummified husks, and it's because their spirits were taken, because he's trying to power a time travel device.
Oh, yeah.
To go back in time to save his family.
Yeah.
And after millennia, thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
And many kills.
Of absorbing billions of souls over so much time, he's able to rewind time for 20 minutes. So all of the characters are standing there, and they're like, we're gonna freaking fight and kill you. And then he rewinds time 20 minutes, and they're standing there we're gonna kill. He's gone. Because he went back 20 minutes into the past and was that was it.
Yeah, I worked all this time for that.
And I think that's freaking amazing.
Well, it's the current of a river will fucking take your ass. And if you try and go against it, you know how much fucking effort that is? You can't go upstream. You're not a fucking salmon.
Salmon?
Yeah.
And if you do go upstream, you might just meet a bear's mouth.
Yeah. So fuck off. Just go with the flow.
And as for my time travel idea, is like, what if you spend all this freaking time trying to reverse time, and then it's just like, no, you can just watch your wife be murdered. You can try to affect things, but it's just like, no, it's already happened.
That is the premise for, I think the movie is literally just called The Time Traveler. I watched it as a kid, and it's like this inventor guy, his wife gets killed or because they get mugged or something right after they get engaged. So there's like hard montage of him going back in time, and they don't get mugged, but she gets ran over by a horse. It's when she's meant to die, she's meant to fucking die.
That's okay.
And the universe
seems a little less personal.
Yeah, well, the universe is gonna find a way to fucking kill her, and he fucking goes nuts.
At that point, though, it just seems like the universe is malefic.
Yeah.
Instead of being uncaring.
It was funny.
Why not just give her a heart attack in that moment, or just be like, no, she's just dead. Why does it have to? Why do you have to give him the false hope and then use another external? Because
it was fucking funny.
Okay. I don't think it was supposed to be.
I don't think it was supposed to be. He ends up time traveling. He ends up getting drunk and frustrated, and then breaking his machine and going really, 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 really far into the future. And then he finds a hot forest wife.
Is she blonde?
No.
Okay. Is she white?
I don't remember. It was a British movie, so probably.
Yep. Okay. Well, you lose points for that. I ain't into white chicks.
It was a book. I didn't read the book.
Yeah. There was a movie. It was a Christian movie. It was a faith-based movie.
Oh God.
I think it was. It had to have been. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it had a time machine where this guy from the 20s goes forward in time to the modern day, and he teaches Christian values to the modern people. And at the end of the movie, this is the only thing I remember from it. At the end of the movie, a guy is sitting at the time machine. He's got the Bible in the time machine, and he'll turn the dial by 1 minute, and then activate the time machine, and then open the door, see if the Bible's still there. So then he'll turn if it's still there, he'll turn the Bible or the dial by 1 minute, and he's trying to figure out when the Bible was created. And it's I never understood because that's how the movie ends. It's zooming out. This is a foolish endeavor, and it's well, why?
Okay, don't worry about it.
It's this guy's just wasting his time. It's what do you? I don't know. The message I got from it was just believe, man, faith. And I was just okay. And then I went to church for another 20 years.
Oh God.
Next point?
Yeah.
I wish you would be a little more vocal about that. Nerds have overcomplicated media production. Nerds have overcomplicated media production.
What do you mean?
The example I have here is guns don't work like that. I love guns. I'm a little bit of a gun nut. People who love guns tend to be really frickin' annoying. And this one ties into another point that I have on the board.
Okay.
Of everybody needs to know I have information. And it's
yeah. Some these fucking weebs. They watch a fucking movie and they're like, actually, if you were to swing the katana like that, it would shatter.
It's folded over 1,000 times because Japanese steel was very low quality back then.
Yeah.
It's just shit like that. It's these details don't freaking matter. It's the camera freaking showing you every vein on this guy's dick just because you need to know there's blood in it. It's what do I give a shit?
Yeah.
Why do we give so much of a shit about? It's John Wick and like the accurate portrayal of guns, okay, because that's who the movie's made for.
Yeah.
The movie's made for like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I don't expect everything to be hyper realistic though. It's why like B movies are fun.
In a lot of ways, it's not, because the way that he throws the knives, it's like you can't exactly guarantee that it's gonna go blade first.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, no, that's how they throw the knives. Like, and glad it worked out and all that. And yeah, guns work the way they do. He kind of like Frankenstein's a gun. And it's like, yeah, I guess technically you could do that. I wouldn't trust it because I need my hands for more things than shooting this one guy. But like stuff like that. Like, I get it. John Wick's like a fine example. But then shit like freaking. Like, there comes a point where it's just worthless. Like, if I don't give a shit how the Mass Effect guns work.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They don't. I don't think they actually do that in Mass Effect. But like overcomplicating these designs and stuff. The one example that came to mind that maybe put both points on the board is Kritosis. I love that channel.
Yeah.
I love his content, but you can hear there's a guy that he's buddies with. I think his name is Setch, like he goes by Setch. And like he's the embodiment of actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually. I hate them motherfuckers.
And it only ever has to do with I don't give a shit, I'm not getting into that. But like you can hear his influence in the Saints Row video that he made. Because there's a point where they start talking about guns, like you teach a character how to shoot. And this character's a frickin' Poindexter. So he doesn't know shit about guns. And he's like, I read you're supposed to squeeze the trigger, not pull it. And the character, like the main character is like, doesn't matter. And then he cuts in, he's like, well, actually, it does matter. I'm like, okay, that's a joke. No, it wasn't good. Stop taking it freaking seriously.
Yeah. It's, okay, so I remember being a teenager, right? At some point, my godfather told me to be quiet. Like, he made me realize that all my little, actualing was really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And I grew out of it. These people haven't grown out of that, and it makes it really hard to enjoy anything.
Yes, and while it is a fun point of dialogue where it's like, that's not how you break a neck, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like, he would be freaking dead.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fun dialogue. I don't actually give a shit. Like, I think it's dumb that Nathan Drake is experiencing heat exhaustion, seeing mirages, and then he freaking walks into a small town in the desert, and suddenly he's got all of his vitality back, and it's like, well, that's kind of dumb, but only because they made such a show of how tired he was.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's goofy when Batman, you know, gets his back fucking broken and then fixes it within 3 weeks in a dungeon?
Yeah.
Like, fucking, okay, whatever.
I think he uses the Lazarus Pit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Then that makes sense, because he used the Lazarus Pit.
I don't know anything about the Lazarus Pit. But yeah, like, there's something called suspension of disbelief.
Well...
And like, especially when it comes to fantasy, sci-fi, fucking, like, animated stuff, it's not gonna be 100% accurate, you fucking homo.
What? I didn't hear anything. I didn't friggin' hear what you said. I doubt the frickin' phone did.
No, it's not gonna be accurate to real world stuff. Like, the laws of physics we don't have to consider the laws of physics if I'm gonna just, you know, draw a dog.
What?
Like bouncing around.
Okay, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay, chill.
Okay.
You it sounds to me that you're doing that, like, kid thing where, like, you're having an impassioned response to something that you don't actually give a shit about because the adults in the room do. Hey.
Shut up.
Another example of that kind of thing coming to mind is Jesse when he was a kid. You talked about how you like Shuckle, and he was like, Shuckle sucks because of the stats.
Yeah, I was like, just the fuck up, he's cute.
And like, the problem there is that it's just like, it's not even that there's like people are resolute in their commitment to realism. It's just like I don't give a shit. If you're gonna give me a fun fact, that's fine, but don't say the thought. Hold up, what happened? That's friggin' stupid.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, it's gonna be stupid. It's a fantasy.
Yeah, well, because there's a difference between media breaking real world logic and media breaking its own logic. When it's breaking its own logic, that's when I fucking get pissed. That's when I get legitimately pissed off.
There was like somebody made a post that was like, people will idolize, or people like a war criminal character in a show, but hate a character. Hitler. Shit, you messed me up. Hate a character that is annoying. And I'm like, yeah. Because the war criminal is interesting. The annoying character is just getting on my freaking nerves.
Yeah, he's just getting in the way. He's causing problems.
But then there's like a character that's like Handsome Jack from Borderlands, and it's like, why do people freaking like him?
Yeah, I can't
freaking stand him. He's annoying in every way. Like, he's annoying because he's supposed to be, but he's also annoying because of who he is and the way he talks. This is like, I freaking hate him.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, oh yeah, you get to kill him, and it's like, oh, he's the villain. It's like, no, he's just freaking annoying.
Yeah.
It's like when they make you fight a bunch of claptraps in one of the Borderlands DLCs, and it's like, oh, you hate a claptrap? Go ahead and kill him. It's like, no, I want him to stop existing. I don't want to blow off some steam. I'm pissed that you shit in my salad.
Yeah, I'm mad that he exists.
Don't just invent Mr. Turdy and then let me freaking like throw rocks at him. It's like, don't put shit in my salad.
Take him out.
And now we get to hear him in the new Borderlands movies.
God, Jesus. So you were telling me about the cast yesterday. Like, do you want to run that by me one more time? You said Kevin Hart.
All I know is Kevin Hart's in it, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, and the chick they got to play Lilith is like, it's kind of weird because she's like, Lilith's whole thing is that, whatever. I don't know. I feel like they didn't use enough makeup on her because Lilith is freaking gray. Mm-hmm. And the chick they got to play her is just white. And it's just like, she's just a white chick.
Close enough.
Yeah, and she's got like ink all over her too. And it's like, well, the cool ink. That shit's supposed to glow. Ashen.
The Borderlands movie coming out in 2024 feels so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Randy Pitchford, his goals are beyond mortal understanding.
I guess. It's like, why didn't you make this shit 12 years ago?
He's pulling it out of a hat, dude. Surprise magic trick.
You can't make you can't make the same fatphobic jokes that you made back in 2010.
I don't think they did a lot of stuff.
No.
Okay.
I just that shopkeep lady was super fat, and I was like, ugh.
She's a mechanic.
Oh.
But like Borderlands 1, just, it was like, okay, you tell jokes in that one. Like, they got like personalities and stuff. Borderlands 2 was like, I took a bullet to the knee.
Is that shitty movie coming out this year?
Yeah.
It's got no fucking chance.
I think it'll be very popular.
We just got like the pinnacle of comedy with fucking Deadpool and Wolverine. There's no way Borderlands is gonna even make a fucking skid mark.
I think it will leave a skid mark, and that's all it needs to do. So
laughably bad.
Feel this?
Yeah.
Feel this? Steam sales are crazy sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's going nuts right now.
I've been talking about the Pandora collection.
Yeah.
$49. Mm-hmm. That's $50.
Yeah.
You get Borderlands 1. You get Borderlands 2. You get Borderlands 3. You get Tales of the Borderlands. Mm-hmm. New Tales of the Borderlands.
The pre-sequel.
Mm-hmm. And all the DLCs. That is an additional 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 pieces of content. That is hundreds of hours of schloot schlock, really, because I haven't been playing. I played through all of Borderlands 1. Forgot one quest in Borderlands 1. Whoops, gonna have to go back for that.
But at no point have you turned around and been like, hey, I want to discuss something that's happening on the screen.
No, because I've played through all of Borderlands 1 and its DLCs. I'm playing through Borderlands 2. I'm gonna get through its DLCs. But at no point have I turned around and just been like, hey. Yeah, I've just been like, hey, this wasn't annoying.
Yeah. You're not being like, oh, that was cool. I want to bring it to my wife.
I'm totally not paying attention to the frickin' story at all. Like I'm listening to Us, like our playthroughs, so I can timestamp moments for the best ofs.
You're doing work while playing Borderlands.
Yes. I'm working while I'm playing Borderlands. It's just like, because like moving into a new place is freaking rough for me, and especially with so many bodies and personalities. So I am isolating so hard to recover from the time I had to be a person for forever. And then the whole thing with Zippo happened, so I'm isolating like just to make sure that I got myself in order. And I'm just like, I'm just getting so much freaking work done, dude.
Oh my god.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not paying attention to this Borderlands shit at all.
Something to pay attention to.
I can respect, though, the times that I've tuned in, because I don't have a say. I'll just freaking tune in sometimes. Bright colors and stuff, you know. I've cracked the code. Everything Borderlands puts in front of you is obnoxious and stupid. But everything in the background is fantastic.
Because that's the parts that Randy wasn't looking at.
Yeah. That's the parts he wasn't involved with. Like, Tiny Tina is, like, a very well-known character. She's like, oh, the world's most deadliest 13-year-old, ha ha ha. She says peeps and lates and badonkadonk a lot.
Badonkadonk?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But then, like, you hear, like, her story, and she's, like, screaming at the top of her lungs while her mom's being ripped apart by a robot. And it's like, that was freaking brutal. Like, and then, like, immediately after, Mr. Butt Farts will come out with, like, a flamethrower and just be like, I love killing babies! It's like, those don't go together.
Yeah. A little too random. Yeah. It fucking happy tree friends us.
And another thing about, just last thing on Borderlands, I've been playing as, I played the whole first game as the soldier because, like, I was just like, none of this frickin' shit looks interesting. Like, one guy gets his fist, the Lilith, the magic girl, gets cool fire, and I'm just like, I don't really care for her playstyle. Then there's the sniper guy. I'd rather play the soldier.
Oh, he's standard.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about Borderlands mechanics, but yeah, I was just like, whatever, standard. Ended up being the worst character to pick, but hey, I beat it. And then in the second game, I was like, I want to be the girl with the robot that they added in the DLC. Yeah. And so she's just like this, like, kind of punk teen character with a cool robot. And when she gets set on fire, she's got the most gut-wrenching screams. Because, like, ordinarily she's like, I love robots! Yeah! Like, just like a throat-rending scream.
Your fucking eyes right now are funny.
I'm gonna make it harder for me to do my job. But like just these like soul-rending freaking pain screams from this character that was just like minutes ago like, yeah, peppy ponies. Like, why did you do that?
For clarity, your eyes didn't look funny, they look genuine. That's what made me laugh.
Yeah,
I'll just shut up. I'll just shut the fuck up.
That's like if you were crocheting and just be like, wow, it really looks like you're making loops with your fingers. No, it doesn't. I don't know.
You're expressive.
Like, why you gotta make me feel judged for freaking trying to do anything?
You're expressive. It made my heart sing.
Are we not doing loopies? Yeah.
Stop! I'm trying to hold your hand.
I know, but this was satisfying. As you rotate your wrist, like kind of cycling past it was
Damn
fun.
it. Anyway, fuck Borderlands.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of just like the amount of shooting that I can do. Like that, just the gun is an answer to every question.
Oh yeah.
But Borderlands is freaking lame. I might make a video on it.
Yeah, I was thinking you should.
Because I was finally able to sit down and work on my Resistance video again.
No.
So I've been kind of doing that. I think I finally found a method to like not expedite, but like make the editing process less painful for me.
Okay, good.
Because that shit's gonna be an hour at least.
Yeah.
And then like the second one's gonna be even longer.
Yeah.
And the third one's probably going to be short, but like
yeah, because there's not much to say about that.
I don't want to do them back to back. I might do Resistance and then a Borderlands video just to kind of talk about them. But depending on
palate cleanser.
Depending on how I feel about 3, if it's still on sale, and if I still want to play them, I might make it a little thing. Still have to make that Donkey Kong one, by the way, because I finally figured out my problem with it.
I'm down.
I'll let you know when you see the video, though. Oh, by the way, at this point, the Every Nintendo Ever collab has probably come out.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
check that out. It should be on Stan's YouTube channel. I think you could just Google, you just punch Stan into YouTube, or just Every Nintendo franchise ever, or series, one of those words. You could also check on the Twitter. I definitely will have reposted it. You just kind of look through it there.
Yeah, find it. Maybe pin it.
But yeah, that's going to be a really long video of a bunch of really cool creators coming together making something cool. I have a segment in it.
I was so glad to see that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's very collaborative. It's very interesting.
I'm interested in seeing the final product because I've only seen my own piece
Yeah.
because I made it.
Was that like process exciting?
Exciting. It's kind of a strange question to ask me.
Yeah.
I would say that like being invited, I was like, oh.
I didn't know you were invited.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like he approached me in DMs, or rather he approached me on Discord and he was like, hey, we're getting this thing together. You want to be a part of it? And I was like, yeah, sure. I thought it was going to be like 10 people. He was like, so there's 100 people. I said, oh, holy shit. And there's some pretty big names there too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to tell me?
It's not a secret. The list is out there.
Oh, like who?
There's this channel I really liked watching. Like, it's so freaking wholesome. His name is Yo Schiller. He's like back when I watched him was before Smash 4 came out.
Jeez.
He made a lot of Smash 4 speculation content and stuff, and he was like, my biggest dream is working for Nintendo. And he freaking hiked from his hometown to Nintendo headquarters to ask for a tour. He got it.
Oh.
But he filmed the process, and I was just like, damn, bro, God bless. Like,
Really like Nintendo.
so that was like 2014, though.
Yeah.
So we're about 10 years removed from that.
Yeah,
guy.
they're not doing that shit anymore.
But he's still making content, so he's just a guy that I recognized. I was like, oh shit. I think they freaking got. I was gonna say Matt Pat.
I was gonna say Matt Pat too. Why the fuck? Yeah.
We're friends. I don't know. Like that's the only name coming to mind for me right now. But he's like a medium-sized YouTuber.
Cool.
It was kind of cool to see him there. They got some really big names too. So I'm like, ay.
Aww. I love that they invited you.
Yeah.
Aww.
He was just like he was a voice actor and that shit. Put out that Prince. I think he actually saw my Prince of Persia video, Sten.
Hell yeah.
So that's why he invited me.
Aww.
By the way, Sands of Time video. Go check it
Go
out.
check it out.
If you've already watched it, don't watch it again. You'll see the flaws. Do you think that's a good ending point for this one?
Yeah.
We only got through half of this list.
We did pretty good though.
Yeah, we didn't even get to the one thing I really wanted to talk to you about. Use your words.
I'm eepy.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so I guess I'll clear half the board. You can add some stuff to it.
Okay.
And please do.
I will.
Because like there's been at least two different points of this week alone where you were like, oh shit, I gotta write something on the board, and you were like, okay. That was just the end of the dialogue.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to do a spoiler cast, but
Spoiler for what?
for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh god, I don't give a shit.
Oh.
I didn't see it. I don't care to see it. Was it good?
It was fucking awesome.
Okay, then we know everything we need to know. Go watch it. Hooray.
Hooray.
Don't go watch it. Pirate it.
No, go watch it.
No, pirate it. Don't support Hollywood.
It was a nice send-off to Fox.
You mean the people who perpetuate lies and sell
20th
conspiracy
Century
theories
Fox.
to idiots?
The fucking studio that gave us X-Men.
Not the one owned by the parent company that's evil.
What the fuck is your problem?
Fox is literally evil.
I know that.
They're like Sega.
You're not taking away the fact that I cried in the theater.
No, have fun. You had fun with a piece of art that had passion behind it. It just happened to be funded by satanic pedophiles.
Yeah.
And also Ryan Reynolds, who I hope is not a satanic pedophile.
Ryan Reynolds
Or one or the other.
knew exactly what he was doing.
He could be satanic.
Him and the team, like, they knew exactly what they were doing and what climate they were coming into with this movie, the expectations, the complaints, like.
I was wondering why I was getting recommended so many Marvel 2 videos. Like, so many just Marvel vs. Capcom, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a big release.
Yeah. This is the only Marvel movie that is released this year. They
really?
They put their faith into it. They're walking a lot of shit back.
Oh,
because they know that they oversaturated the market and fucked it up.
They know they made everything taste like freaking soap.
Well, there's a point in the movie where Deadpool is like, okay, can we stop with the multiverse? It hasn't worked. They've been getting worse since Endgame. And there's like a pretty Deadpool that just is Ryan Reynolds with long hair. And he's like, I think they've been getting steadily more interesting. Everyone's like, shut the fuck up. Can I tell you one thing? It doesn't have to do with the movie. It's after the movie.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Why are you asking permission to talk?
Because you're a butthole. So, yep, see, case in point. Same noises and everything. We came out of the movie laughing, crying, whatever, right? We're having a good time. I had a bowl that I was using to bring candy and food in. I brought rice balls. It was under my shirt.
You brought all the rice balls?
Jesse packed 4.
Yeah, that was the rest.
Yeah.
I wanted to have one.
Oh.
We'll have to make more.
We'll make more today. So I'm walking around with this bowl under my jacket
bowl.
Yeah. And my roommate, landlord friend,
just freaking give him a name.
Mr. Business.
Oh my god, that's freaking beautiful.
Yeah, we live with Mr. Business.
God, Mr. Business.
So Mr. Business is walking around going goobly goo. It's like an outdoor mall. So we're walking back to the car, and me and Mrs. Business are talking about like our sense of direction being terrible, and Mr. Business, since we left the theater, just kept randomly being like, shut the fuck up, because there's like countless times in the movie where Wolverine just turns to Deadpool and tells him to shut the fuck up, because he can't stand him. So we're all laughing. There's this group of kids, like teenagers, kids, but you can tell like they're not of age to get into the movie. So they're standing there on the sidewalk, and we're like having a conversation, and one of them is like, hey, what movie did you guys see? And no hesitation, Mr. Business turns around, fucking power stances, and is like, shut the fuck up at the top of his lungs. And we were like, what the fuck? And then they keep walking, the group keeps walking. I stop in my little high tracks like a fucking goblin, and I was like, that was rude. I'm gonna give them candy now. And I said it out loud, and I turn around and walk over to them, and I open the bowl, this magic bowl that they didn't know I was holding, and I was like, take some candy, I'm sorry. And the guy's like, nah, I'm good. And I said, oh, okay. And so I walked away, I like skipped away like a little fairy, and I was like, they didn't want any of my children. And that was the night. And we just this fucking face. Like, he asked a simple question, and to be met with a fucking, like an almost 30 fucking veteran, fucking, shut the fuck up! So beautiful.
He was just feeling himself.
He was.
I feel like I can't let him get excited without being there, because like he might accidentally like might get himself into some trouble.
That's why like I hit the panic button, and I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get his ass beat. Yeah. So that's why I offered the candy, and they thought it was so funny. His friends were like fucking whole group of teenagers. We got the fuck out of there. But
yeah, I'm glad.
But yeah. That shit was funny.
Man, I don't want to. Now you put that freaking fear in me. He's like, he's so freaking sweet. He's just such a sweet dude. I don't want him to get punched in the mouth.
This shit was funny though. Like, you just... He'd been screaming it from across the street, too. Like, everyone heard him. So, I'm sure they knew not to take it personally.
But I mean, I don't know. I want to roll the dice on that kind of thing.
Yeah. I get you.
You know, it was like, I own guns for a reason.
I know. Oh, fuck. Anyway, that was our experience.
That's freaking amazing.
It was beautiful.
What a beautiful send-off to the end of this podcast. I didn't know about that. I was asleep before you guys left.
I wanted to tell you so bad last night.
You came back, and thank you so freaking much for being cool. Mm-hmm. But, like, you came back, and, like, you woke me up and said, I'm back, I'm safe. And then I was like...
Yeah, and then I just sat in the living room for a little while.
Like, that was all I got from you. That's all I needed. Mm-hmm. I said, thanks.
I love you. But yeah. Good movie.
Good times.
Good times. Good dog.
Good dog.
Alright, we're gonna go back to sleep.
I might not. I'm gonna try not to. Depending on whether or not I can cook. Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
So count it off. Send us.
What's
the? Do we have? I don't remember.
Next time on the SuperBetterCast, it might be better than this. I don't remember what the fuck.
I thought
every motherfucking time.
I thought you made up a thing.
I keep going back to that. I don't know.
Oh, was that it?
I think.
That sucks.
Well, maybe next time it'll be better.